Children as accusers, pattern analysis. Children sent hundreds of people to their deaths, and no one stopped them. Salem, 1692. Betty Paris and Abigail Williams, 9 and 11 years old. Their accusations killed 20 people. Bamberg, Germany. A 10-year-old boy testified against his own mother. She was burned at the stake. Pendle, England, 1612. Janet Device, 9 years old. She pointed at her mother, her brother, and her sister in court. All three were hanged. Mora, Sweden, 1669. Children claimed witches were kidnapping them to meet the devil. 300 people were accused, 85 executed. Torsåker, Sweden, 1675. Children described witches' Sabbaths in detail. 71 people beheaded and burned in one day. Why were children believed without question? Because the logic was simple. Children were innocent, pure, incapable of lying about something so serious. If a child said they saw your spirit tormenting them, it must be true. Except they did lie. Sometimes because they were scared, sometimes because they were coached, sometimes because they enjoyed the power. In Salem, the girls were suddenly the center of everything. Magistrates hung on their every word. Adults deferred to them. They had power they'd never had before. In Sweden, children were questioned separately and then together. If their stories matched, it was proof. But matching stories just meant they'd talk to each other. In some trials, children were rewarded for accusations, given food, clothing, praise, and once one child accused someone, other children followed. It became a competition. Who could name the most witches? The Mora trials started with one child's story. Within weeks, hundreds of children were claiming they'd been kidnapped. Mass hysteria, peer pressure, coaching, fear, imagination. But the courts didn't care. Children were believed. Adults died. And when the trials finally ended, when people realized the accusations were false, what happened to the children? Nothing. In Salem, the girls never apologized. One of them, Ann Putnam Jr., issued a weak apology 14 years later. Said she'd been deluded by Satan. The others stayed silent. Janet Device, who sent her family to the gallows, disappeared from the record. The Swedish children? No consequences. Children were the perfect accusers, believed without question, protected from accountability, and hundreds of people died because of it. Would you have believed a 9-year-old accusing your neighbor of witchcraft? Follow and share for more patterns that destroyed lives.